how's it going? My name is Nick, this is You Don't Scare Me, and today I am going to debunk 40 minutes worth of 66 scary ghost videos from Sir Spooks. In fact, I'm going to be debunking every video in this compilation and cutting it into 40-minute chunks so that I can schedule 5 more videos. So, let's get into it.
The following security camera video was uploaded to YouTube in September of 2018 by a user named JBreezy and showcases the inside of some sort of building that requires a nighttime security guard to keep watch. And in the case of this video, Jay is the guard. In the video, we see Jay sitting down in his chair passing the time when all of a sudden something strange captures his attention for the remainder of the video. Take a look at the bizarre footage.
Decided to show itself again. See it? See it? It's faint though.
It's a speck of dust floating past the security camera. He didn't see it with his own eyes in the lobby. What he did was he saw it on the security camera. So he's watching what we're watching, and that's how he saw it.
I looked at it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something because I didn't know what to do, you know. But that time it came from over my head though, for some reason. I don't know. But I was like, you know what? I'm over there just talking shit now. Like,
it came from above your head because of the drop tile ceiling. You have no idea how much dust is up there.
Why is it always me and stuff? So it is what it is. It showed up to me twice already.
It's only happening to you because you're the only one who's gullible enough to think that it's a ghost. Everybody else just realizes that it's dust and ignores it.
Most of the time on the paranormal community section on YouTube, you will more often than not see videos of people exploring various different abandoned buildings local to their area, whether it be a school, a church, a hospital, or even sometimes large mansions. These are typically the kinds of places that are explored on YouTube, but in one video uploaded to Urbex Hill's YouTube channel, the channel owner Chris actually explores an entirely abandoned neighborhood, which is sure to cover you with goosebumps. Throughout the nearly hour-long video, Chris walks us through the neighborhood, which feels like something ripped straight out of The Walking Dead or The Last of Us.
I guarantee you they have filmed in this area. It's probably the only reason why it hasn't been torn down yet.
Just because of how desolate and eerily quiet it is in the area. The neighborhood became abandoned in the 1990s after a terrible fire ravaged through and destroyed nearly every apartment building. For a while during Chris's investigation, nothing outright creepy happens, but that all changes when Chris decides to explore one of the charred buildings.
Dude, what a shot. This is for sure used in some sort of zombie movie, and if it isn't, what a waste of potential. Look at that.
Take a look at this.
Ooh, a door shut by itself in a house with giant holes in it. I wonder what it could be. That's the wind.
This door closing seemingly all by itself is just the first sign that this area is not just abandoned, but possibly haunted too. If any skeptics out there need more proof, then take a look at this shot right here and pay close attention to this part before the green slats can be seen.
I didn't see anything.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it that time.
If not, I urge you to take a closer look, as you should be able to make out what appears to be some sort of creepy looking ghost girl.
Looks like a jigsaw mask. Let's see if he goes in that room.
Then, about 30 seconds later, something
It actually did turn out to be a body.
else that is very creepy can be seen. Watch this.
Well, it's not a ghost, so debunked? Maybe?
A terrifying ghostly face can be seen appearing on the glass of the window, on the ground to the right-hand corner of the screen.
That's probably just a painting or a photograph behind the window. So that one's debunked.
The video goes on for a few minutes longer before Chris ultimately decides to pack his things and head home. This investigation is just proof that haunted and abandoned places can be anywhere, even the most unexpected of places, like an entire neighborhood. The following video, published by TikTok user Kate Haunting, seems relatively cute and wholesome to start with. We watch as an adorable dog can be seen simply wandering around his owner's house, enjoying the daily life of being man's best friend. However innocent this video may seem on the surface though, is about to show itself as a legitimately terrifying piece of footage. The man can be heard talking to his dog directly in front of him before it goes to sit in front of a door. Nobody could have expected what would happen next.
So the dog just kind of looks like it wants to go outside, so that's why dogs sit by the back door.
Where's your boy?
What's your deal with her anyway? What you guys like?
What's up?
He said, "Where's your boy?" So I'm guessing the child, maybe, is getting off of school and will be coming home soon.
Whoa!
Isn't me.
Whoa.
I guess I just didn't expect you to go all the way out the deep end.
Not a ghost, just a poorly placed speaker or a nail that has finally come out of the wall. Debunked.
A very large speaker can be seen unexpectedly fall to the ground, just mere inches away from hitting the unsuspecting dog, who luckily managed to get out of the way just in time before he could have gotten hurt.
Oh, that speaker isn't hooked up, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that that means that the boy that he's talking about earlier is actually in that room pulling a string to pull that speaker down. Now that I'm looking at it again, it didn't just fall on its own, it was pulled from the back left corner of the speaker, so it was a string. It's not visible, but I remind you, they don't have to be.
By rewinding the footage numerous times, it is crystal clear that the speaker should not have fallen the way it did. It wasn't too close to the edge of the shelf it was sitting on, and there was not any window open behind it, or anything that would have allowed for it to tumble to the ground. Because of this, many viewers are convinced that there was a vicious spirit in the room that day that was attempting to seriously harm the dog seen in this video.
No, so which to you is more reasonable? A ghost knocked over a speaker, or somebody pulled it with string, or just bad placement and something else happened? Maybe the shelf itself broke and then like tilted forward. Let's take a closer look at that. That might be a possibility.
If it were to be faked, then it would have to be done with some sort of string attached to the speaker. Thankfully, we can all collectively exhale, knowing that this unsuspecting dog is doing okay.
Yeah, the shelf didn't give way. It was a string.
Bailey the Bailey runs a TikTok account known as Theatre of the Absurd that focuses on his life adventures and also his experiences with being a caretaker at a theatre, hence the title of his account. In the video, Bailey takes his camera out to the main stage of the theatre and seems to be confident that he is going to be able to capture something of interest on camera. Sure enough, he did. As a matter of fact, what he saw that day scared him so much that he says he is contemplating quitting his job. After seeing the clip, I can't say that I blame him. Look at this scary piece of footage.
I can.
What's up, y'all? As always, if the sensor gets tripped, I film it, just in case we see anything. So here we go. It's 9 p.m. on a Saturday. This is my life.
You know, typically when you're planning on recording something paranormal happening, you would turn the camera the other way.
So I'm walking through the main stage. Here, I'll flip it. Okay. Ghost light is on. No one in here. Hello? Okay.
Although it can only be seen for a couple of seconds, if you look at the top balcony, you can see what appears to be two ghosts standing there.
That's where the video ends? It's your two friends up there. Don't even try this, dude. You don't see a ghost and then stop the recording. Are you? This is debunked. This is just bullshit.
While Bailey films from a distance. Of course, this could have been a setup, and these could just be two of Bailey's friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But the video has an unmistakably realistic and eerie feeling to it that you just can't shake. There's also no over-the-top fake screaming or panicking noises here either.
There doesn't need to be.
In fact, when Bailey does point the camera up to the balcony, he doesn't say a word. Perhaps because he's too shocked at what he's looking at to even make a noise.
Yeah, so shocked that he stops the recording.
Of ghosts caught in a theater. Let me know your opinion in the comments. Another entry from the Sir Spook subreddit. This one comes to us from the user FreightTrain2323. The uploader goes on to explain that he and a
I don't think it's 8, I think it's Fright Train.
friend went out to explore an abandoned prison, but while he was there, something happened that creeped him out. At one point in the video, the man recording gets to the top of a flight of stairs, when out of nowhere, a bizarre voice can be heard coming from somewhere within the prison. See if you can hear it.
Can you confirm that you're the only ones in the prison at the time of the recording?
Darn. Alright, let's get out of here. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's either your voice or a fart. Either way, not a ghost.
What do you hear?
I'm sticking to that explanation.
It's
Somebody walking in a dress, or a sari, or something else, but it is just a person walking. This is a public park. You have no dominion over it.
unmistakable that something was walking across from Raslan, but he's not entirely sure exactly what it is, and neither am I. By all accounts, it looks like it could be some sort of ghostly figure taking a nightly stroll before vanishing without a trace.
Some people like to wear long dresses. Don't be that surprised. It could be somebody who's wine drunk, reimagining their wedding or something, you know?
The following video was posted by a YouTuber named Mr. Spouter in January of 2017 and seems to showcase the uploader simply sitting on his bed, and it's clear right away that something eerie has caught his attention. After a couple of seconds, the man recording says that he's hearing some strange sounds coming from down the stairs.
Cool, let's see it.
Right, banging again. It's like something on the stairs. You can't hear it though. I can. Yeah. It's weird. It's not next door. It's like the what the There might be pipes in floorboard. So every time I look, there's nothing there though.
About time he got up and opened the door.
On the stairs, quick. Nothing there.
He says quick after sitting on his bed for 47 seconds recording.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I definitely saw his daughter or wife.
What appears to be some sort of mysterious hooded apparition is seemingly looming in the hallway, but it seems as though Mr. Spouter did not notice this at the time.
I like to think that we can all recognize when somebody's pretending not to notice something by now.
Because he doesn't have any sort of reaction upon filming the entity. In the comment section of this video,
if he didn't notice the entity, then why did he linger on it for a little bit longer than the other parts of the shot? Like, he pans the shot and then slows down and then continues the shot. Even just for a brief moment, he did notice it. He's just pretending not to notice it because it's his daughter or his wife trying to help him make a scary ghost video. I'm not fooled, and this is debunked.
in the short video, we view what appears to be security camera footage set up around the uploader's house. As the video progresses, we see two men walking down the street, but stop to admire the uploader's house for a prolonged period of time, seemingly without any real reason or purpose.
Weirdos.
Are you fucking stupid? One person is adjusting the baby's blanket and the other person is just standing there awkwardly waiting for the other person to finish adjusting the baby's blanket, and there's nothing in here that determines that they're both men.
Oh, dearie me. Fucking hell. Weird.
You can very clearly see that there is a baby in that carriage, pram, whatever you call it in your country, but the point is the baby is probably the one that's asking to stop and look for a moment because there might be a cat or something, or they just like the appearance of your house. There's nothing paranormal going on here, there's nothing scary going on here. The addition of the baby is what stops it from being scary, unless it's actually two grown men and a midget in a baby carriage casing your house. Then I best bet that you should trouble yourself by calling the police.
This video, uploaded by a Swedish YouTuber, seemingly depicts two people walking around an abandoned hospital in the area. Throughout the video, they are talking in Swedish, so it is hard to decipher what they are saying.
I'm going to hazard a guess and say that they're probably saying things like, oh, look at that, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow, look at how crappy this looks. Wow, this is super haunted and abandoned or something, you know? But it's not going to be too difficult to, you know, assume.
Ja. Så här jävla stor tror du inte det var här inne?
Nej, kolla åt det hållet.
Kolla åt det hållet. Eller lys hitåt. Det var hit de gick väl?
Ja, det blir det.
För här är denna.
A brief, albeit bone-chilling scream.
It really, honestly, could just be an animal. Like a bird. Like a hawk. Or another kind of animal. I don't know. Shit. But what it doesn't sound like is a human scream. At least not to me. I've been listening to a lot of bird noises. If you've seen a couple videos ago when I went on a 45-minute, like, not tangent, but like adventure off camera, where I listened to hundreds and hundreds of bird sounds. Yeah, this is a bird screaming.
A user by the name of McHawkthorn shared the following clip over to my Sir Spooks subreddit, where I encourage you to share any scary videos you may have for a chance to be featured on videos like these. The title of this particular video reads, "Wait till the end, does anyone know where this is?" At the start, all seems perfectly normal as we watch a man braiding a woman's hair as she sits down and relaxes. We then see a group of people gathering around a campfire having a good time. However, it doesn't take too long for things to take a dark turn. One of the men is outside calling out the name Alexis, when immediately after, you can hear a woman screaming in the distance. Eventually, the man recording the incident gets to a tree and sees a lanky figure seemingly just sitting there, when all of a sudden, something terrifying happens. Take a look.
I'm calling it now. This is going to be a staged performance. Judging by the thumbnails that are produced on the Seeking bar in DaVinci Resolve, I'm going to say that this looks a lot like one of those six-armed cannibals from the forest.
Oh, ow, my.
What? Did you hear something?
What? Alexis? Shit. Alexis? Alexis? Shit. Wait. Okay, be careful.
Blair Witch much?
Oh, God. Okay.
Guys.
Alexis.
Aiden, stop.
Okay.
Wow, a farmer's tan on all four arms. I wonder where he found a four-armed t-shirt.
Seeing as how the title of the video is asking, does anybody know where this is? It is safe to assume that there's never been an explanation posted anywhere online for this creepy video. Who knows what could have happened to this group of people?
Wow. The clearest shot you could possibly imagine of the monster, and somehow it still looks fake. It's a short film. Horror film. The reason why you can't find the people who filmed it or any other information about it is simply just because it was for a high school project or something like that, like for a film studio or film class, I mean. And that's the only place it was ever showed. And then now here on YouTube.
If we are to presume this wasn't a hoax. This next entry comes to us from YouTube channel Ivan and was published on January 29th, 2018, with the title being straight to the point. I think my apartment is haunted. Throughout the video we can hear the woman breathing quite heavily as she records a section of her apartment and sounds completely realistic. After a few seconds we hear a noise that sounds like something's being pulled. In the background a cupboard is opened and something falls out. Take a look.
He might have given it away with that.
Oh my god.
First off, that's a terrible place to put your TV. Second off, it kind of seems like the TV was placed there on purpose to make sure that it was as blown out as possible so that you could not see the strings. But there are still a few glints that raise some suspicions, don't you think?
Oh my god.
It's time to turn on the lights, but you're not going to, are you? Well, of course, I guess you might, but you're also going to stop the video at that exact moment? Gee, thanks. You probably realized in the video that you could actually see the string, and you decided to cut the video right there so that we wouldn't see it too.
What do you think could have caused this? The thing that gives this clip a lot of authenticity is the woman's frightened and panicked sounds. They sound pretty realistic and in the moment.
Yeah, I went to look for the original video and I did actually find it, and yes, it does cut at that exact moment, so I'm just going to call that debunked because you wouldn't show us the full view of your kitchen with the lights on. That means you're trying to hide something, and that's as good as debunking the video to me.
In May of 2012, a man filmed in the woods behind his house for 5 minutes because there was an energy there.
Define energy.
Which I suppose means that he wanted to capture ghosts on camera. He had seen a ghost girl in this area several times, but had never filmed her.
Anecdotal evidence is the lowest form of admissible evidence.
Luckily for him, he managed to catch her on camera this time around. Take a look at the video and make sure to look at the left side of the video.
Boo.
Let's take another look enhanced.
That's actually a green screen video of a ballerina, and the background is also green, so you don't actually have to worry about cleaning up and de-spilling the edges of the figure very much. That's debunked. It's just an opacity trick. You're just taking the video, layered it on top of your regular video, done the green screen thing, and then lowered the opacity down until it's barely visible. So, debunked.
The paranormal investigative YouTube channel The Urban Project is back again with yet another creepy video. A video published by the crew on February 29th, 2020 sees them exploring the Brocklehurst Mill located in England. For a large portion of the video, we can see the crew interacting with one another as they make efforts to capture something on camera, and at about the 20-minute mark, creepy things start to happen. At one point in the video, one of the men using a device begins to hear strange sounds radiating from it. Have a listen.
Go.
Who's gone?
Is this a honey tone that he's got, or is it the Necrophonic app? Because if it's the Necrophonic app, it's a DR350 sound bank, which means that it pulls random words from a sound bank of pre-recorded sounds and messages and words and stuff like that. Which some of them are from movies. You know, they just take the audio file to the voice, and then they just add a reverb and a woo creepy noise to it. And they throw it in the app, and then a computer is constantly considering numbers, and if it gets a number between like 1 and 50, it gives you one of these random sounds. There's no reason to believe that the paranormal, that the ghosts and stuff can actually interact with these devices. It's just, there's just not anything to interact with. It's a computer inside. It's stupid.
Tom. Who's Tom? Bye.
Now.
Oh my god, something fell off that incredibly slanted table. That's crazy.
Mate, that scared the
That's
heck
just-
out of me. That just fell off the side.
Mate.
Is that a fucking table saw in an abandoned structure? That's a table saw. That's a free table saw.
If that wasn't scary enough, several minutes later, while trying to communicate with the spirit, this happens.
Sally, are you happy that we're here?
And that's a self-playing piano. Where did they say they were? Because I think I'm going on a trip.
Fucking hell, Mox.
Are you really surprised that that glass fell? I mean, look at how fucking crazy this place looks. I'm not surprised that glass fell down. They're walking all over the place. They're adding vibrations to the old abandoned structure. Like I keep saying in many of my videos, if the structure is abandoned for long enough, then as you move around the room, the vibrations are exacerbated by the decay in the floorboards. Like, you don't even know. There could be termite damage in both ends of that floor. Any exterior wall, let's just say. As you're walking around, you don't know that you're actually walking on a floor that's supported by literal toothpicks of material. So if you're thinking that a random glass falling in an abandoned structure is surprising, then once again, I have a bridge to sell you.
Get out.
Mox.
Okay, goodbye.
Mox, just get out to the living room a bit. We need to get out of here, mate.
It didn't even get thrown. It just tilted off because you're standing there stepping back and forth on moldy, rotten, termite infested, decaying, structured wood. You understand? If this is enough to scare you, if the Necrophonic app and subtle vibrations that inevitably knock shit over in a house that's been stationary for years makes you think that the place is haunted, then quite frankly, you deserve to have 15% cut off the house price because the Americans think it's haunted.
Still to this day, nobody is sure what spirits lurk within the mansion, but one thing is for sure, whatever was captured on camera this day was definitely creepy.
The only thing creepy about that video is that they weren't wearing respirators. Do you have any idea how much mold can appear in these structures? Hell, the mold appears when people live in the structures. Once they're left to their own devices, like the mold, I mean, then they just grow rampant until the entire place is one giant cesspool of black mold and aerated fucking termite shit. It's super toxic. So if you're going to go and explore these abandoned structures that haven't been touched in years and years, might I suggest bringing a a respirator? At least a dust mask? Come on. Think about it.
Reddit is an extremely vast space on the internet, and you're almost always going to find some strange, unsettling, and oftentimes downright terrifying things if you look hard enough. After all, there are many thousands of subreddits out there.
I used to carry around this little 3D printed award that said understatement of the century, and I used to give it to people whenever they said something stupid like thousands of subreddits. Try millions.
Meaning that there are most certainly a plethora of ones that are specifically designed to frighten you.
Understatement of the century.
One of these is undoubtedly cursed videos, which is pretty much exactly how it sounds. It's a subreddit dedicated to showcasing videos that are allegedly cursed. This video, published to the subreddit by user Camelina02, was filmed in what is presumably the uploader's bedroom. He starts off by showing a floor vent.
That's a lot of assumptions, man.
Which is pretty common in many households, but it's what's inside that is genuinely terrifying. Take a look.
What the f?
At first, the vent looks to be completely empty, but then, just a few seconds later, a mysterious creature appears out of nowhere and seems to twist its head, which audibly freaks out the uploader. Because the video is so short, it's not clear exactly what happened directly following the recording of this footage.
So what I think is actually happening is that instead of having a galvanized steel 90 that brings the HVAC system heat up into the bedroom, what I think is actually happening is that he has one of those crinkly silver dryer exhaust tubes that's connecting the straight pipe to the 90, which is I think he's using the flexible dryer hose pipe. And I think what's happening is that there's a vacuum leak in the floor area of his house, and as wind blows past a hole somewhere in the wall, exterior wall, it's pulling a vacuum in the crawl space area that's moving his dryer tube back and forth. It's likely very windy outside, and that it's just shifting his pipe. And the clue is the sound of the pipe. It's not some crinkly creature looking up through the pipe. It's literally the shiny foil inside of one of these dryer vents. And that's what's crinkling. It's moving. So the what the fuck moment should be, where's the hole in the exterior of my house? And why did the raccoons pull up my siding? Okay, that's all the time I have for this video, but I'm going to continue to be debunking these, so the next video is probably going to start a little weird, because I'm going to film the outro right now, and then film the intro again in a couple seconds. So the final tally on this video is 15-1. I'm going to keep that tally, and then continue tallying in the next videos, and then we'll see how many 40-minute videos I get out of this. So this is part 1. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're still watching. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.